Welcome back to the channel. Harley Quinn here, leader of Tears of Angels in Region 293 with another video from the mobile game Doomsday: Last Survivors. Now, before we get into it, don't forget to like, sub and turn on that bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming content. Now, let's get into it.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today's episode we will be explaining Genesis War super weapons. Now, I've had a few messages over the wee while asking, can you go over them? So, Genesis War is today, so may as well tick this off the list. Genesis War is one of the latest events that cause you to fight in fixed time slots, while the rest of the day you more or less stand around doing a whole lot and not a lot. In the latest version, you have zombie hunts which spawn at 4 UTC and 8 UTC, which you can see here. They have a chance to drop, well, they all drop a buff, which is attack, defense, and squad travel speed. Each zombie drops one of them. The 2 commanders per wave, or the elite zombies I should say, will drop a super weapon. So there is a total of 4 super weapons active on the map at the final fight time. So 4 super weapons. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here. So a total of 4 super weapons for the fight at 14 UTC. Each zombie also earns you points for killing, and then the commanders which drop the super weapons give you points as well for your Genesis War. Okay? This one we got absolutely pumped. MGRZ are very, very strong. And it was not pleasant. Anyway, Imperial weapons. That is what these are, or they are super weapons. This is the spiel on them. Defeat the commanders, they drop one. If you get killed while holding the super weapon going back to your base, you will drop it and it can be picked back up. Similar to the bio in Pompeii. They can only be used in the map, you can't take them out, and you can only possess one at a time. If, for example, you have a seed already in your base and you're bringing back a brain, the brain will enter your base and the seed will drop next to your base. Okay? If you take a weapon back into your base, you can leave the map and it will drop where your base was. So if a 20 million player takes a weapon back to their base by accident, you can get them to leave the map, the weapon will drop, and then your whale can pick it up. Now, super weapons are amazing, but they are also incredibly dangerous as well. They are a double-edged sword. So while you have a weapon, doesn't matter which one, each one of them, you cannot shield. You cannot use a normal shield. The only shield you can use is the super weapon shield, which is a 8-hour shield once per day. So, only give the weapon to your whales that can potentially survive a rally, swarming, whatever. Holding a weapon is dangerous. You're an open target. Even if you're on your own base. So over here, I'll show you a demonstration. So over here, these guys, for example, Konu, he's got a weapon. Konbu, sorry. You can attack him. I can go and attack. And off I go. Okay? Not that I'm going to do that because I'll die. At any time, we could launch a rally on him. You can get your allies to launch a rally on you. You are vulnerable. Down here, you can see Red has used his shield, which is this cool looking little gold orb. So he's got an 8-hour shield from the weapon. and the seed is also open. Oops, combat mode, that's why. So be careful. Be very, very careful. I highly suggest if you do have a weapon, get to the back of your group, maybe not sit at the front unless you are really, really strong and you aren't worried about being attacked, then feel free, but be prepared. So a couple of things to keep in mind. As I said, if you have a weapon, you cannot shield. If you have a weapon and you have battle fever, you cannot use this shield. So if you have a weapon, you go out and fight, you come back, you can be attacked until your battle fever runs away. The only thing you can do is teleport away to avoid the rallies. And that's all you can do. You can't shield until your battle fever goes away, obviously. And then you can use this shield for safety. So be prepared. Because in the fights, you'll find people will rally the super weapon holders just to burn the whales and cause damage and extra stress than need be. So let's go through the weapons now. The most dangerous and coveted weapon is definitely the Seed. So Seed of Calamity. When you activate it, it prevents an enemy shelter from using relocators for 8 minutes. It also increases the rally capacity against the target by 35% and increases damage dealt to the target by 20%. Huge. So, if you have battle fever and someone uses a seed on you and your tower falls or you have a super weapon, you are a sitting duck for 8 minutes of damage. 8 minutes. I have been caught out personally myself. You can check out that video over on Armor Red's channel. He burnt me. Him and his clan and his allies, they burnt me. I got caught out in 8 UTC fight. Battle fever. They seeded me. Got a nice little burn. So the seed, if there's a seed on the map, play safe. That's my only recommendation to you all. Play safe. If there's a seed and your tower's burning and you know it's going to fall, just move. Because the seed lasts 8 minutes and it lasts longer than your tower does to burn. So they can get you. Run away. Run away. It also holding the weapon gives a aura for the seed is a damage 0.5%. Okay? This is just a passive buff while holding the weapon. So the more weapons you hold, the more passive buffs you have. Next is the Brain of Thoth. Probably my favourite weapon. My favourite. The aura is a +1 defense. They each have the super weapon shield, but its active grants leader wisdom to a selected hero to increase their squad capacity by 60%. So what this does is you activate it and you pick a hero. So normally it'd be your biggest hero. So for me, I'd activate it. I'd select Sophie, 60% squad capacity. Boom. Plus a blue or a purple expansion brings your thing up to, if it's a purple, it's 110 capacity. So it doubles it plus a little bit. So you're looking at a substantial marching force on the field. You've got a mini rally walking with your army. We're talking 500k troops. And you are brutal. I love it. It is my favorite. So if you do see the Brain of Thoth on a whale, be careful because they will have a mini rally walking around on the field. It's really, really good. Frigid Goddess. This is another really fun one. Can be a bit damaging to yourself as well. So it gives travel speed to your alliance. And the active freezes up to 15 enemy squads in an area for 9 seconds. While frozen, they cannot move. Attacking frozen targets will unfreeze them though. And for 16 seconds, reduces their movement speed by 60% and increases the damage they take by 88%. So they have changed that. It used to be just freezes 15 squads. So you used to freeze your... you used to freeze yourself with the enemy if you're in a big swarm, and it would suck. So they've changed that, which is really nice. So more or less, provided user running and user know what user doing and you activate that, you can just leave them frozen. You don't click on them. So as soon as you click on them to attack, they de-thaw. So you just march past them, get behind them, then attack them, and then they're stuck. 60% decrease and increase to damage is just deadly. This gets used a lot on rallies and obviously big team kill bubbles to just give you instant advantage in the fight. Now, each of them do have a cooldown. I am not 100% certain on the cooldowns for each one. So I know the cooldown for the Seed of Calamity is 3 hours, so you can use it only once per fight window. So if you get the seed at the 4, you can use it then, and then you can use it again at 8, and then you can use it again at 14. So it's a 3-hour cooldown. Brain of Thoth has a 0 cooldown. You can just swap and change that. I think Frigid Goddess and the Drone Swarm are a 10-minute cooldown. I think are a 10-minute cooldown, 10 or 15. We then have the Bio Spine. The aura is a attack percentage, and upon activating, it reduces damage fall off from allied AoE attacks by 70% for 10 minutes. And I think it's a 10-minute cooldown, so you have it up for 10 minutes, and it's down for 10, and then it's up for 10. Which is amazing for ranged players. I quite like having this one. Really good for your Ethan Garrisons, Ethan Bard rallies. The AoE is just brutal. So keep that one in mind. And then you have the Drone Swarm. This one's a little bit of fun. This one's just a little tap on the head, like, hee hee. Gives you HP as the aura, and it is an active, and it deals damage to the targets in the area for 24,500 damage, and heals lightly wounded units of your squad for 82,000. The more targets hit, the greater the amount of units healed. So, big team fight, you just drop a swarm on, it damages the enemies, it heals your allies. Best way to put it. If you pick up the drone, use it constantly. You never want to have that on cooldown. It's 3 points, it's easy. If you see someone out killing zombies, drop a swarm on them. If you see a little, a marching rally for a hive, drop a swarm on them. Big team fights during the battles, the swarm. Just use it. Frigid Goddess, use it. So there's the super weapons explained. Their auras, their actives, the negatives and the positives to each one, as well as their cooldowns, all explained. In the comments, let me know which one is your favourite weapon. As I just said, my favourite is the brain. The brain for me personally is really fun. I love having a mini army walking around. I'm able to destroy a marching rally myself with that, because I've got over 2 million troops on the field with my 5 marchers. It's just so fun. Let me know if you've been caught out by the Seed of Calamity. I know many people have, and I hope this helps understand the weapons so you don't get caught out by them in next month's Gen War. If this has helped, please hit that sub button, hit the likes. It greatly helps me promote my channel, get it out, and improve the algorithm. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Harley out.